Welcome back to question 6, and we have these find the integral of these fraction. These can be turned to perfect square, and that will be equal to what? X squared plus 1 all squared. So if you expand this, you're going to get this. Okay, so that's that. So in that case now, the question now is now being equal to what? 1 over what? 1 over x squared plus 1 to power 2 dx. This is a function of x. This is a function of x. So x is equal to, my a in this case is 1. So it's going to be what? Tan theta. Okay, so the x is equal to what? Sec square theta d theta. So that's that. Then the next thing to do now is to begin to plug in. Okay, and that will be equal to 1 over x squared. That will be what? That will be tan square theta plus 1 all squared. Okay, and then the x is what? Is sec square theta. Okay, note 1 plus tan square theta is equal to what? Sec square theta. Okay, so we now have 1 over this place with what? Sec square theta all square times what? Sec square theta d theta. So here this we cancel, it will remain one of this. It will remain sec square theta here. So we now have 1 over what? Sec square theta d theta. Now we can work on this. Don't forget that sec theta is 1 over cos theta. So if you reciprocate, if you 1 over this, okay, if you reciprocate sec square theta, that means you're going to have what? You're going to have integral of what? Cos square theta d theta. Okay? And don't forget, this is equal to what? Integral of what? Half times 1 plus what? Cos 2 theta. Okay? D theta. I think I've explained this many times. So that's what we have. Then we can do the integral of this, which will be equal to half times integral of 1 respect to the function to theta. That will be theta plus integral of cos 2 theta will be what? Sine 2 theta. Then you divide by derivative of the inner function over 2 plus what? Plus c. So that's the answer. Then we can expand. You can open the brackets. Then we have this. So that's what we've got in. But the thing is that what we have here is a function of theta. And that wasn't the original functions. The original function was what? Was x function. So we have to return it back. Then we go back to this place. Okay? Tan theta is equal to what? X over 1. So we can do the right angle triangle. Theta opposite. That's what tan theta. Tan theta is opposite over adjacent. So we can get this place, which is 1 plus what? X squared. Okay? So we need to get sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta cos theta. So we need to get sine theta. We need to get cos theta. Okay? So sine theta is what? Sine theta is opposite over what? Hypotenuse, which is this one. And then cos theta is equal to what? Adjacent over what? Hypotenuse. 1 over what? 1 over this. So we've gotten the trig ratio we need to do the imputation in this answer. In this place. So we now have our question. The integral of this fraction is equal to. We need to get theta also. Theta will be equal to what? From here, from this place. Theta will be equal to arctan x. So we now have 1 over 2. Theta is what? Arctan x. I'm making substitution into this place. Then plus 1 over 4 times sine 2 theta. We have the expression, the identity plus what? Plus c. So that's 2 here 1, 2 here 2. So we have 1 over 2 times this plus this will give me 1 over 2. Sine theta is what? So that's what? That's this fraction. Cos theta is what? This fraction plus c. So that's what we've got in for that. We can just do the two algebra. The square root of this times the square root of this. That's square root we cancel. Okay, let's do that and get the final conclusion. So we now have, for the final conclusion, we have this. So that's the answer to that question. If you are new on this channel, please kindly click on the watermarks on this video and subscribe. Click on like button and begin to type your comments. Finally, share the links of this video on all your social media platforms. Okay, thank you for doing that. Okay, next question, question 7.